Week 6 of the fantasy football season. Here's a few wideouts I have as sleeper options this week. The first receiver, Jalen Tolbert of the Dallas Cowboys, now the number 2 wideout for this Dallas Cowboy team. We know Brandon Cooks, he's on IR, out minimum 3 more weeks. Tolbert's still out there in 72% of leagues. And this season, believe it or not, 3 out of 5 games, he's had double-digit fantasy games. And now, getting the opportunity, like I said, with Brandon Cooks out, we saw him get the game-winning touchdown with 20 seconds left in last week's game at the Steelers. And Tolbert's becoming a favorite of Dak Prescott in the passing game. So a few games, week 2 versus Saints, 6 catches, 82 yards, 9 targets. Week 3 versus Baltimore, 3 catches, 42 yards, a touchdown. Then week 4 didn't do much, 3 catches, 24 yards. And then last week, 7 catches, 87 yards. That game-winning touchdown on 10 targets. So this week, it's going to be a shootout with the Cowboys and the Lions, I believe. Lions give up the second most points to wide receivers on the season. And Jalen Tolbert, at this point of his career, I think he's a better option anyway for this Cowboy team than a Brandon Cooks. So this week with Cooks out once again, shootout potential in this one, and him and Dak Prescott are getting their rapport down. Tolbert definitely a sleeper option this week. The next receiver, Trey Tucker. Las Vegas Raiders, Trey Tucker stepping in over the last couple weeks as number 2 wideout behind Jacoby Myers. Available right now in 87% of fantasy leagues. And we know Davante Adams, he's played his last snaps as a Vegas Raider. Even if he's healthy, they're going to sit him out. But anyway, Adams is going to be out this week. So the last couple games for Tucker, we've seen some decent ball games. Week 3 versus Carolina, 7 catches, 96 yards a touch. Week 4 versus the Browns, a rush for 3 yards on a jet sweep for a touchdown. 5 catches, 41 yards. And then last week, it was a total dud. One of the best defenses in the league at Denver. 2 rushes, 8 yards, 2 catches, 18 yards. So they're using him as a gadget guy. He's got good yard after catch ability. And this week, I know it's not a great matchup versus the Pittsburgh Steelers, but Trey Tucker, like I said, he's going to get number 2 snaps in this offense for this Vegas Raider team. And they're using him in different formations in different ways. So right now, well, he's out there in tons of leagues, and he's a starting wide receiver for this team. He's definitely a sleeper this week. And the third and final wide receiver I have is a sleeper, Xavier Hutchinson of the Houston Texans, available right now, 8% of fantasy leagues. Nico Collins, we know, is out now, unfortunately, 4 weeks at minimum with the hamstring injury. And Hutchinson came in to that ball game, and he saw some playing time, 2 catches, 31 yards on 3 targets. But I still believe he's the number 3 option in the offense. We're going to see Stephon Diggs step in as the number 1. Tank Dell get more snaps as the number 2 guy in the slot. And Hutchinson, a wide receiver on the outside, who's going to get targets, though. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, this is a high-powered offense. C.J. Stroud, he's that quarterback that spreads the football out to everyone. And this week, it wouldn't be surprising to me if Hutchinson goes out there and he has anywhere from 8 to 10 fantasy points in PPR leagues. That's a few wide receivers I have as sleepers for Week 6 of the fantasy football season.